Mic check, sound check, 1 2 1 2. Gotta speak louder today. Gotta make noise for the people who can't. Yesterday morning, my mom passed away. She was only 53, and she couldn't filter her own waste anymore, so her liver failed and her heart failed, and she's gone. That's it, you know. The end. All I can say is that it's a feeling that I've never had in my whole life. I don't look forward to, and what sucks about it the most is most of the time we have to go through it twice. And talk about my tear ducts being too tired. I can't handle this shit right now. I mean, like, why can't I just, like, perplexes me that I live in a world where, you know, preferential treatment does exist. And the only people that get preferential treatment are, as we know, who they are. And everyone else is just meant to feel like some kind of fucking outcast in high school, right? Like, oh, we're not cool enough to hang out with the cool kids in Hollywood because they're doing their cool thing. It's like sometimes I watch some of these sitcoms and some of these shows and I look at these actors and shit and I think to myself, like, you know, they sure are good actors because some of them I've actually met and they're completely total douchebags. You know, it's like, you did a really good job at acting like you were a nice person, but you're a total fucking douchebag. I don't care what your reason is. It's like, I never did anything wrong to anybody that I've ever approached that I recognized, and not everybody was a dick to me, but there have been those few people where I've, you know, made a point to tell them I'm a fan or whatever, and then, like, these Hollywood types, man, they're out of their fucking minds. It's like, what the fuck happened to Eminem? Like, why did he then now in his career, like, out of all the time in his career, he could have been making commercials for car commercials. He could have been fucking since 8 Mile using that pump up song, that fucking pump me up to fucking battle rap, cause I'm an 8 Mile, yo. Fucking vomit on my sweater already, mom, spaghetti. What doesn't get more real than that? Fucking crazy shit that I like to have a lot of fun with. But, no, for real though, when that motherfucker turned into such a fucking, diva, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, I remember back in the day, remember when he, like, wasn't clinically depressed and he was, like, being, funny? 'Cause I do. I miss that. And if you're watching this, Eminem or Marshall Mathers, let Slim Shady know that I want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to Eminem, and I don't want to talk to Marshall Mathers, because I don't know you guys. But I know that I feel Slim Shady. I know that I know that person well enough to at least make a public service announcement as I am right now. I've been losing my voice because I've been crying so much. It's been like the hardest week of my whole life. Not even like the hardest week. This has been absolutely the hardest week of my life. The realization of the situation only gets more intense through time. However, I know that time is the only thing that's going to make it better. So, it's a catch-22. Time's the only thing that's going to help this, but I don't control time. So, there's that catch-22. I just want to read a little thing I wrote for my mom. I wrote kind of a few things for her, but this was just like, you know, whatever, real quick, you know, fucking out of my mind writing, because that's what I do. I'm a crazy out of my mind writer, so, you're gonna have to get used to it and love Madame Rouge. You love Madame Rouge. You love right? Right? Like that, right? I want to do, I want to get, I want to breathe, but it hurts my chest. I want to see, but it burns my eyes. I want to feel, but I opiatize. Mouse are size in all shapes and sizes, wet and wild, red rock. You were truly a wild child. Oh, I gotta start over on that. I'll start over for you, okay? But only for you, world. Mom died today, February 22nd, 2011. I want to do, I want to get, I want to breathe, but it hurts my chest. I want to see, but it burns my eyes. I want to feel, but I opiatize. Mouser size in all shapes and sizes, wet and wild, red rock. You were truly a wild child, born into chaos and knowing nothing else. And to know I had this relationship with you, not unlike the one Slim Shady probably felt. Because when I tell anybody else, they're more devastated than myself. At that time, but I don't like to cry in front of people. I don't like to whine. Why can't I just turn back time? Why can't I just be the daughter you lied for? Why couldn't we just be civil? Until the very end, it's a feeling that follows like drinking out of tussin bottles, out of body, out of time, out of faith was never mine. And what I wouldn't give to hear her scream at me one last time. What I wouldn't give to have her call me a piece of shit. What I wouldn't give to know that she didn't feel afraid or alone. Causing so much trouble between me and my brother, I guess according to him I'm some kind of worthless piece of shit. Big deal. I sweat myself worse and more often, so I still win. But why couldn't you just pretend to love me? Pretend like I am your little sister. I have no one. No one has me. I have my father, and he's more than somebody. She won't see grandkids, and she won't see me marry. She didn't even make it home, and I'm just breathing barely. Thinking long and hard about this. Thinking long and hard about this place and my departure from my heart yesterday. Debbie died on a Tuesday. Debbie died and I am her child. Debbie left me and I never thought I would mind as much as I do. I guess I'm just not as strong as I thought I used to. Guess it was just my time to play the fool. Something teenagers do. Stop thought, look at the stopwatch, put my fingers behind my ear. I feel a pulse, but no impulse, no compulse. Just feeling a little like a chicken with a bag over its head. It's dark, you're gone, I'm lost. Time to get the mom tattoo. I didn't want to cry or lament, and I think taking those couple extra pills actually helped. So have a great day, and remember, this is life. This is it right here.